Hi viewers, today we are going to discuss another topic. Today's topic is metals and non-metals. It is one of the chapters of CBSE 10th standard, and here in this video we are going to discuss about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. That is the first portion of the chapter, physical properties of metals and non-metals. What are the main physical properties of metals and non-metals? Those are the points we are going to discuss in this video. So first property you can see here, metals are hard. Metals are hard. That is the first property. Metals are hard in nature. Normally all the metals are hard in nature, but there are some exceptions. If you take sodium and potassium, etc., they are soft metals. They can be soft. They can cut with knife even. So that is a soft metal. So sodium and potassium can be soft metals. But if you consider non-metals, they are not hard. They are not hard as metals. They are not hard. That is the first property. Then second thing you can say, metals are malleable in nature. Metals are malleable, or you can say metals have the property malleability. Malleability means we can transform the metals to thin sheets. We can heat the metal and it can be made to thin sheets. That is said to be malleable, or you can say malleability. And the most malleable metal is considered to be gold. Gold has the most malleable property. And if you consider non-metals are non-malleable. We can't make into a thin sheet, so it is non-malleable. Third property is ductile. Metals are ductile in nature, or you can say metals have the property ductility. So what is the meaning of ductility? Ductility means we can make the metals to thin wires or fine wires. We can make them to fine wires or thin wires. That is said to be ductility. So metals are ductile in nature, and most ductile metal is said to be gold itself. So gold has one particular property. Gold is a most malleable metal as well as most ductile metal also. That is the main property of gold. Now third, so you can say for non-metal, they are non-ductile. We can't make into thin wires. Then fourth property is sonorous nature. If you take a metal and if you strike on certain things, you can hear a particular sound, or a click sound will be coming from that. That is said to be sonorous nature. So metals are generally sonorous in nature. Then if you consider non-metals, they are non-sonorous. They are not making that sound that is made by the metals. Then fifth property, lustrous nature. Lustrous nature means it is having a shining appearance or a glowing appearance. If you take any metal, it is having a glowing appearance. If you take gold, silver, etc., or even iron, it is having a shining appearance. So that is said to be lustrous nature. But if you take non-metal, they are generally non-lustrous. It is not having that lustrous appearance. But one exception is iodine. Iodine is a non-metal, still it is having lustrous nature. That is the one exceptional case for non-metal. Now sixth property, they are thermal conductors. Metals are thermal conductors. Thermal conductors means they can easily pass the heat towards it. Metals can pass heat towards it. So they are said to be thermal conductors. While you consider non-metals, they are thermal insulators. They are not conducting heat. So they are thermal insulators. And if we consider the next property, they are electrical conductors. They carry electricity. They can pass electricity through it. So they are electrical conductors. But if you take non-metals, they are non-conductors of electricity. They are not conducting electricity, they are insulators. But one exception is there, graphite is an exception. And here you can see for thermal conductor and electrical conductor, silver is supposed to be the most highest among that. It can carry heat, it can also carry electricity through that. But silver is expensive, so we are not taking it as a conductor of electricity. Second thing is aluminium. Aluminium is also having this same property. It can conduct electricity. Copper is also having that conducting electricity property. And we are generally using copper as the electrical wires for our home and our wiring process and all. We are using copper for the wiring thing. That is because they are cheaply available. When you compare with silver or aluminium, copper is cheaply available. So we are using copper for conducting wires. That is the one last property we can say. So I am concluding. These are the 7 properties you can say for physical properties. For metal, they are hard. Non-metals, they are not hard. Metals are malleable. Non-metals are non-malleable. Metals are ductile. Non-metals are non-ductile. Metals are sonorous, non-metals are non-sonorous. they are lustrous in nature, they are non-lustrous in nature. Then thermal conductors, electrical conductors, they are thermal insulators and electrical insulators. And some exceptions also I told. Also some metals or non-metals which have certain property also we are explained here. So this is the main physical property with regarding that CBSE 10th standards chapter, metals and non-metals. So you can study this. If you have doubts, you can comment me. I will respond to you. Thank you.